Hey everyone, I just wanted to run through a very quick tutorial on installing the Lord of Ashes mod. So the first thing you're going to want is a folder somewhere. It doesn't really matter. Some people have had a bit more success putting this folder inside the game install directory. So if you try this and it doesn't work for any reason, maybe just try putting it in there. It could help. Typically it shouldn't matter though. So the next thing you'll want is to go to the Lord of Ashes page on Nexus Mods, and you'll just go and download whichever version you want. If it's Lord of Ashes or the Summons Only mode, we'll do ours on Lord of Ashes. It's going to recommend alt saves. I very strongly recommend alt saves to ensure you don't accidentally lose your save files by launching through Steam. And then you just hit slow download here or fast download if you've got money to play with. And yeah, I'm just installing them over in this location here. So yeah, you'll hit download and then just place that inside the folder that you want. Mine's already there, so I won't need to go through with that. The other thing you're going to want, and this is linked in the Discord on the installation help channel, where I've got images of what your folders should look like and instructions step by step. You're going to want to download this, the latest version of Mod Engine. If there are updated ones, just get them. It's fine, it'll work. And you're just going to want this one. So the Mod Engine. Don't worry about these ones. You don't need the source code. You just want Mod Engine. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to extract Mod Engine in the location that you downloaded it to. So I'm just doing it in this tutorial folder. Okay. And cool. So once that's extracted, you technically don't need the zip anymore. We'll open this one up. This is the one that we're going to be working within. To keep things real clean, we're just doing Elden Ring right now, so I'm just going to remove ones that I'm not using. So great, that's a little bit cleaned up there. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to go to your downloaded mod if you got the Lord of Ashes or if you got the Summons Only. Okay, and we're just going to do the super simple install here. If you know a bit more about modding, you can do it in different ways, but for now we're going to do super simple install. So what we want is we're going to have our mod files here, okay, and then we are going back into our mod engine, and what we're going to do is we're going to put all these files into this mod folder. Now I'll just give you a little bit of background on how and why that's working. It's to do with this config underscore eldenring.toml file. Okay, and this here specifies the mod, the folder that you want. So that's this path bit mod. So here we're using the folder mod. That's where we're installing it. If we wanted to put it in an LOA folder, we could just create a LOA folder and we would literally just replace this with LOA. Okay, and then it would launch that folder instead. So that's how you can manage having multiple different mods. For now, we are just doing mods, so just make sure that that's what it says and you are good to go. So we got our mod in there. All you have to do is make sure you got Steam launched, because it's going to run through Steam when you do launch mod underscore eldenring.bat. Double click on that and it's going to launch a mod. You're going to get an indication pretty much straight away as to whether or not it's worked, because I have added a title screen. So you just wait through the Bandai Namco and then the From software, and what you'll get up next is Elden Ring, Lord of Ashes, and you are good to go. And we'll do a part 2 here just to make sure this tutorial is completely thorough. So we're going to do one with ER summons only and making sure we've got alternative saves installed as well. So we'll go for the manual download, and this time we will be good and we'll make sure to click on this and download the Elden Ring alt saves mod as well. So we'll just go manual download again, slow download because I'm poor, and we'll just pop that into there. Okay, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure we follow the install instructions for this. They are very simple. And as said, we're going to be getting the summons only one working this time. Okay, so if we went slow download on that, we'd be able to put it where we want. I'm doing everything from the same folder. As you can see, I've already got it there, so I'm all ready to go. Same thing as before, we're going to want to extract our summons only version. Okay, so we will extract these files out, and what we're going to do this time, before we threw them into mod, but we'd start getting things would start getting a little bit messy, so we're not going to do that this time. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this ER summons only, and this time we're going to put this in here in the same folder that the launch mod eldenring.bat and the mod folder are. Okay, and if you remember what we went through in the first section, what we're going to want to do is go into this. Let's just copy this right now so we're ready to go. We're going to go into the config underscore eldenring.toml, and as mentioned, we're going to go to where we select the folder that we want to load our mod from, and we're going to paste this in here. Okay, that's step one. However, we don't currently have the alternative save set up. So let's just pop this over here for now. Okay, we'll leave all that as is, and we're going to go over to the instructions here. Now, what it says is place the DLL from the mod that we downloaded for Elden Ring alt saves. Okay, so let's go there. We got Elden Ring alt saves once again. We will extract all. Okay, and it has specifically told us to place this DLL in the same folder as the mod engine2 underscore launcher.exe. So let's copy that. Okay, and they want it in the same folder as the mod engine2 underscore launcher.exe. Okay, so same folder as mod, same folder as ER summons only. Okay, all those, make sure this DLL is in there. Okay, then the next thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we have got this line popped into our config underscore toml. So the line where that one's going to go is here. We're replacing this line, line 14. Who knows, it could be updated in the future, but it's this external DLLs. Kind of makes sense, right? And that's how we're doing that. We hit Control S there. That's all we need. We're telling it the folder that we want, and we've put in this Elden Ring alt saves DLL. So it's going to load both of them. Okay, now basically we are all good to go. So I'm just going to hit launchmod underscore eldenring.bat, and what we're going to see this time is once we go through the initial loading screens, we're going to have alt saves activated, and we're going to have the summons only version launching. So we go through this one, we go through this one, and Lord of Ashes summons only. So you can see the changes we made there, and then we will go through and specifically get our saves for the alternative saves. So only for mods. And that's everything that you need to get going, making sure your saves are protected and loading whatever mods you want. Best of luck, have fun, enjoy. See you all. Bye.